Hello and welcome to Up Your Wine Game. Today I'm going to be tasting a new release from Trader Joe's. This is a new line that the lady at the store told me is called Trading Post by Trader Joe's. This is a 2022 Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. So this was $20, right? $19.99 at Trader Joe's. It's called Trading Post. Again, the 2022 Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. So let's see what we got going on here. $20 is that's at the upper the tier for what I do here, because I think you should be able to drink, buy and drink really good wine for $20 or less. So this is at the upper tier. Trader Joe's in the past, at their private reserve, all their stuff at like 10, 15 bucks has been gangbusters. So I guess the idea behind this new line is that they find wineries in Napa or wherever it's coming from that make wine specifically for them. So it's not necessarily they find on their private reserve. I think it's more they'll find lots of stuff already made and they're like, okay, we'll take that and put it on their label. I think here they're going directly to the winery and they're saying, hey, will you make us a cab? Will you make us a Pinot? Blah, blah, blah. So that they have it kind of year round sort of a thing. Instead of the lots coming and going, this is going to be a year round project for them. So again, Trading Post by Trader Joe's 2022 Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. There's a bunch of print on the back. I don't have my glasses on, so I have no idea what it says, but I do know enough that it's a 2022 Napa Cab. So let's see what's going on with it. 20 bucks. Let's see. So it's a very young nose. So there's something that you pick up on a very young wine. It's almost a rubber. It's like a rubbery sort of a smell. It's very subtle, but it just reminds me of a wine that's just been bottled or a wine that actually is still in tank. It's just coming out of barrel. So this has been, I would think, they said it was new at the store. My thought is that this has been in bottle a very short amount of time, just based on the nose I'm picking up here. But it's not to say there's nothing off about it at all. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just my perception is this is recently bottled. There's hints of oak here, but very muted, very subtle, nothing overblown. So I wouldn't be like, okay, you guys screwed up on the oak. So right now it's giving me a little bit of intensity. Traditionally from Napa, the word that I associate most with Napa Cabs is intensity, not only in the nose, but definitely in the mouth. And to kind of differentiate it from Sonoma, which to me focuses more on red fruit and is a little softer and more austere. Napa usually is very intense, very black fruit driven, and is very intense. So here, I mean, there's some stuff lurking, and as I just corvid this, and so I'm gonna let some air get on this, because again, this wine has not seen a lot of air for sure. That's that like rubbery bits, very reductive. As this takes on air, some of the aromas start to release. So it's starting to come around, but there's a lot lurking. I feel like there's more lurking here, and in time, I feel like this thing will kind of blossom out. But for the time being, let's just see what's going on here, because I'm having a feeling this thing might sneak attack me in the mouth. So let's see what's going. Oh man. Okay. Legit. So let's start out by saying, if you're a fan of Cabernet Sauvignon, if you like Napa Valley, you know that there is very little out there under a certain amount of money that's going to get you a Napa Cab, right? That's just, it is what it is, right? I think the average price for a tasting room, if you go visit a winery in Napa Valley these days, it's $80 to taste, which is just robbery, but they charge that because they can get it. So moving on, for $20, if you're a fan of Napa Valley Cab, go try this wine. It's got that intensity. It's got the black, the black raspberry, the currant, the blackberry, all of that is here. There's some earthiness to it very, very subtle, very muted. This is a very black fruit driven wine from start to finish. Great acidity, great balance. Decant this sucker, and I'm sure it will, it will expand in your mouth even more. But I got to say, for 20 bucks for Napa, all day. I taste 3 probably Napa cabs a week just for work. And all of the wines are more than 20 bucks. Wholesale is $20 retail. So yeah, it's very young. It's young. I mean, I'm not going to say $20, go lay this down in your cellar for years, because you can drink it now and again with a decanting, you'll be just fine. But for $20, I mean, this rings true to Napa Cabernet without spending 50 bucks. This to me tastes like a $50 Napa Cab. And for all you folks out there who keep saying, show me a show me a Cabernet that's better than, Caymus for 20 bucks. Well, here you go. You've heard me say it before. Everybody's like, oh, I like Caymus. Okay, fine. That's fine that you like that. You can find the same style as Caymus in Paso Robles for half the price, right? So if you want a better, in my opinion, like just objectively better wine, this is the 2022 Trader Joe's Napa Cab for 20 bucks. It is a objectively better wine than the 2021 Napa Cab from Caymus. Period. Full stop. Put this right next to 21 Caymus Cab, and this wins. Period. There's just no question about it. So, and you can question it. That's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I trust my own more than most. So, Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's got the silky tannins. There's some grit. There's some nerve to it. There's some spine. There's some spice. Absolutely all day long. For $20, Napa Cab. Now, if this were 30 bucks, I'd say keep looking around. But for 20 bucks, Trading Post 2022 Napa Cab, all day. Objectively better wine than the 2021 Caymus, but this rings true. If you like big jammy Paso Robles cabs, not going to be your jam. This has seamless, it's more like a fitted suit. This has guardrails on it. This has focus. This has some intensity to it. But for $20, excellent cab. Get to know it. Until next time, drink well, stay well.